Greetings and welcome to ruralvacantland.com, where we've got easy, cheap land. This is Luke Smith, and today I'd like to show you a property in Humboldt County, California. So here's the United States, and this is the map search on ruralvacantland.com. There's the map search tab. So if we go to the map search, and let's get rid of the ones that are sold. Let's just look at the ones that are for sale. So if we zoom in on California here, Northern California. Keep zooming in. Well, let me zoom out a little bit. We've got Sacramento over here, San Francisco here, Redding, California. Eureka is the closest bigger city. Red Crest, Myers Flat, Marinda, Garberville, Whitehorn. It's the King Range National Conservation Area. It's all parkland. So as we keep zooming in, we've got two properties for sale in this area. There's one main street that comes in here, goes down to Shelter Cove. In Shelter Cove, you've got it's just this beautiful coastline. You've got this cove over here, a little boat launch and stuff. We'll get to that. So keep zooming in. This one is just off Telegraph Creek north up on the Rain Tree Court. Mill Creek Road. It's I'm asking $5,999. It's about a quarter of an acre. You can check out on the website, click the buy it now, enter your information, what title you'd like it in, if your name or you and your wife or husband or spouse or kids or whoever, or trust or company, enter that kind of information or what kind of name you want it in your contact information, and put your credit card or debit card in, and you buy the property. You can own the property the same day. So here's GPS coordinates to the to Google Maps. There's a legal description. It's lot 37 in Shelter Cove, in the Shelter Cove subdivision. There's a description of the property and taxes. It's $353 a year in tax. So what it was last year. It's got some, here's the local shop, grocery store, hospital, gas station, another market. There's a post office. Maps of the area and stuff. You can interactive maps, but I wanted to go to the Google Maps, so I'm going to go to this GPS coordinates here, go to Google Maps, and we'll zoom out a little bit and zoom back in. So this is the ocean out here. This is the Pacific. I think this property is looking south out here at the ocean and down the coast. I think you can see down the coast from here. So let's zoom into the area. I think if you're coming in, there's a power line down here. There's a power line going to this house. There's a power line going to this house. It looks like it stretches up there somewhere. Yeah, there's another house up there. It keeps going up that way. I'm not sure where it goes, but that's not the point. Let's say if we were to drive in here, we'd probably drive in from this direction. Excuse me. So if we come down here, you can see the trees and bush and stuff. This was taken in May of 2012, so this is May 2017, so this is like 5 years ago that this picture was taken, but it's probably the same kind of greenery. The roads are paved, and there's some different flowers. I think you come down here and go around the corner. Oh, I missed it. Yeah, see, there's some purple flowers. There's some stormwater drainage. I mean, they're taking care of this neighborhood. There's a stop sign and street signs. There's Mill Creek Road. Let's go up Mill Creek Road. So I think this would be your neighbor. There's your neighbor's house. There's their driveway. If they figured out how to do it, you can do it. They figured out water, septic, power, all that stuff. You'd be next door to these guys. This would be your property here. Looks like they're on a bigger hill than this one. There's a driveway up beneath. They got decks and windows out front, because if you look down this way, you see the ocean, and that's what they're looking at, the ocean off those decks. I think you build a house next to them, you'd see the ocean as well. So as we keep going up here, some nice trees. I mean, that looks like it's on the neighbor's property, but I mean, looks like a good tree to put a tree fort in. Kids would probably love that. Go climb over these hills. No one's built their houses yet. Here's the lot. It's just you could build a house here, and you could have a walkout basement maybe. Some decks up top. Put the kitchen window up here, so you can see the ocean while you're doing the dishes. We're cooking dinner down that way. Let's keep going up around the corner. Some flowers, some bush. There's trees, mountains. I mean, it's not like anyone's looking into your house. You got the one neighbor over there, but it's not. They're not facing. You can see a scrap of the ocean there. As you keep going up the hill, basically get this private road to yourself. You're in this valley and you start seeing more ocean. Let's keep climbing the hill. Come on, Google. Some more ocean. This would be the property here. Starting to get into the trees. I think this would all be the property. See the ocean back there. So you can see the ocean from the street. If you build a house that goes up, I'm sure you can see it even better. Start getting behind the trees. I'm not sure what happens if you keep going up here. Maybe we can see the neighbor's house. There's the neighbor's house down below. So this, you'd be next to the neighbor. You'd be in these trees going over that way. Yeah, you get up here, power line comes through. You can see the ocean a lot more. So that's probably a lot more if you build up and put a deck up top. And I think this is the coastline here. I might be mistaken. It's kind of cloudy out there. But let's zoom out, see where we're at. Yeah, so we're here kind of looking down. Yeah, because we're under the power line. So we're here looking down. But the house would go in here. So this is the lot here. You can see they're coming up a bit here, but not all the way. There's a little bit of a hill there, so they're kind of built up to the hill. So this lot be the same idea. I think that power line goes up to that house. So I guess there'd be one other person that drives up the driveway. Maybe two. Might be another house over there. Well, not very many neighbors. What is that? They put in a pool or something? Is that water treatment? It's probably a wastewater treatment plant down the hill. Don't want to swim in that pool. So a little bit further down, if you follow the roads down here, there's the beaches. These big sandy beaches. Let's see if we can get down here. There's a map that shows you about it and stuff. I don't know if we can look over the edge or not. But big ocean views, all this nature preserve, mountainous, beachside, oceanside stuff. There's people camping in the parking lot. Let's see, beach, beach, beach. Lots of beach. I think you could probably see it from over here too. There's one of the other streets. There's a couple houses getting closer to the beach. It's like under construction. It's always a good sign. See people fixing up the neighborhood. Let's see how far we can drive down here. So there's the beach. I mean, you can literally drive right out onto the beach if you wanted. The ocean's rolling in there. You can go take the dog for a walk on the beach. Just walk around, explore, find some crabs or something. So I can back out. Well, maybe they don't want you to drive onto the beach. They built something. And then as we go down around the corner, there's a golf course here around the airstrip. And then there's a boat launch down here. So there's, let me zoom out. Let me straighten this map out. I'm gonna get lost. So here's the point. This is Shelter Cove. This is a cove. And as we zoom in on it, you can drive down and get right down in here, because this is the boat launch. Let's see if we can see it. And so if you look around the neighborhood, everybody seems to have boats. There's boats all over the place. They're kind of smaller boats. You know, people go launch their boat right here. Not huge, monstrous boats. It looks like a sailboat, but generally smaller boats from what I've seen, because you pull them down here and you launch them into the surf. There's this breakwater, and there's already a big cove up here, so it's pretty calm. And then another breakwater just to help it even out the ocean some more. So here in this picture, it's just a little tiny wave rolling in. I could launch my boat there. So that's the kind of stuff I'm always looking at. As we go up the hill, there's a parking lot that you can, park your trailer in. Let's see if anyone's there. There's a little motel. This is a fishing village, here's a bunch of boats, there's some people walking around. Here's a whole bunch of boat storage. These guys are waving. So there's a campground here. Yeah, groceries, gifts, propane, RV, and campground. So if you look at this from above, you can see that some people park their RVs there, park their boats, and camp. There's another RV. And so I think, if you're building a house in one of these properties, you could buy or rent or use an RV and stick it in the campground and go, work on building your house. Or stay in a little motel here. Be right close. Or do Airbnb on someone else's house. Look at that, there's an ATM. It's just a little fishing village on the ocean. And you get big views of the ocean for not a whole lot of money. And it just looks like a beautiful coastline. So $4,999, basically $5,000. You can get a house lot with a view of the ocean. I was looking, let's see, San Francisco, if I can spell. Yeah, here we go. San Francisco, 4.5 hours away. Let's see what Eureka is. It's almost 2 hours, 86 miles. It's a little windy road. So this area isn't really close, like super close to anything. And I think that's why you get some lower prices. But it sure is beautiful. And just mysterious, out on your own basically. There's probably get to know the people in this community really quick. Small community surrounded by wilderness. It looks like a great place to go hiking. I saw pictures of elk. People have seen elk in Shelter Cove in the past. I don't think there's very many, but there's a lot of wildlife. And just that kind of small community to go explore. I've got some property lines on this map. So here it is. There's one property on the corner, and then there's this property, and then there's the house next to it. And it goes from the Rain Tree Court to the Mill Creek Road, so you can probably access it off either side. Probably makes it more usable that way. And you see the way these lines are kind of off the road. I'm guessing this line is closer to the edge of that house, and this line is closer to the street. I think the whole map, you see how the lines are in the street, I think the whole map is off a little bit, so I think this property is more right on the edge of them to over there, more quarter acre. There's a whole bunch of these kind of properties in the area spanning this whole neighborhood. So that's that one. I pulled it up on LandWatch. I got Humboldt County. I got the cheapest, just the cheapest ones, and I sorted it price low to high, and it's just my properties there around the $5,000. More north of there, they go up to $7,500 and above. So I think I got the cheapest ones in the neighborhood. But I mean, feel free to go take a tour of mine and others and compare and contrast my prices versus their prices and stuff. And hopefully, I got the right one for you. Luke Smith, ruralvacantland.com. This is the website. I'll put it in the link below, and I'll put this link in there below. You can click on it. You can go here and get drive-in directions to the property and or buy the property. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to call or email. Phone number, emails on the website, and there's also a little inquire now box if you got other questions or make an offer or something. Hope to talk to you soon. Thanks.